Trata de... Good.
Leaving the quiet streets of Las Salas behind, we hit the road under moody skies. The temperature stayed surprisingly mild. A perfect riding weather, if you ask me. As we climb higher, the landscape transforms dramatically. Approaching Riaño, the road snakes alongside the embalse, a stunning reservoir with emerald green waters. As we ride toward Riaño, the reservoir's calm waters hide a turbulent past. The floodgates of the Riaño Dam were sealed on December 31st, 1987. Just one day before, a new European environmental directive would have blocked its construction. There was no official inauguration. While authorities spent New Year's Eve on holiday, the last holdouts from the valley's 9 villages were forcibly evicted, their homes bulldozed. This dam story began in 1965, but delays piled up. Political clashes, broken promises of irrigation for 84,000 hectares, later deemed unnecessary by the European Union, and shift in economic priorities. By the 1980s, a new generation of locals, backed by growing environmental protests, fought to stop it. The response was brutal: military intervention, police crackdowns, and a tragic suicide. Simon Pardo, a resident of Riaño, took his own life inside his home rather than face eviction. This is Riaño, a place where sorrow and splendor share the same horizon. Yet today, time has woven tragedy into breathtaking beauty. The Riaño Reservoir gleams like a sapphire cradled by mountains, its waters mirroring the ever-changing skies. The dam itself, a colossal feat of engineering. Stand silent. But majestic. A paradox of human ambition and nature's resilience. As we pause here, the valley whispers its stories, but the view roars with life. Riaño's reservoir holds court. To your right, a sheer drop to water so dark it drinks the mountains whole. Ahead, bridges stitching cliffs together like afterthoughts. That light rain? Just the valley blinking sleep from its eyes. Every curve serves the same postcard emerald slopes bleeding into black water, the road a mere pencil line between them. You could call it pretty, or you could notice how those guardrails look suspiciously thin. Funny thing about these waters, they've drowned villages, powered cities, and now they're content to be your mirror. And just like that, the gray fades to green. The dam bows out, leaving only the echo of water against concrete, and the quiet understanding that some roads are meant to be felt, not mastered. A reluctant farewell as the road coils tighter, each curve a question mark scribbled across the mountains. Ahead lies only the raw hunger of the ascent, San Glorio's switchbacks, where the air grows thin and the tarmac whispers forgotten prayers. This is where the real dance begins. Puerto San Glorio, at last 1,600 meters of earned altitude. We paused just long enough for stiff knees and steaming radiators. Not long enough to forget what's coming. Because above us, hidden in the mist where the road forgets to zigzag, the Collado de Llesba keeps vigil. And they're the monument, not just to the brown bear, but to everything we've paved over. Touch the stone. It's colder than you expect. Just like progress. Silence. Real silence. The kind that hums in your ears after hours of roaring pistons. Here, at the roof of this road, even the wind hesitates. Those mountains, they were old when the first bear carved paths through these passes. Now we stand where they fell, where ice outlasts empires. Step by step, the weight settles in, not just of altitude, but of choices. What did we leave behind to stand this high? Time? Comfort? Maybe pieces of ourselves we won't recognize when we descend. The monument waits above not as a reward, but as a question carved in stone. Was the climb worth what you had to shed along the way? This symbol outlived its flesh. A ghost in granite, watching us brew coffee where it once dug roots. 4 hands, 1 cracked mug, heat seeping into gloves. No words needed, just the acknowledgement. We are small here. The descent will come, but this stays. And then we went down. The N621 sheds its manners now. This is where the road wants to play. Tires dig, asphalt blurs, and for these fleeting minutes, we're not riders. We're pendulums. A game of chase with consequences. The pack splinters, each choosing their own dance with gravity. Someone's always faster. Someone's always lost. Engines idle, visors flip up. The unspoken rule: wait for the stragglers, then lie about your speed. And just like that, the pack reforms.
Pô, desce mais baixo. Desce mais baixo.
This beast always stands out. The Voge 900 DSX, 1 year zero apologies. 895cc liquid-cooled twin. 90 horsepower at 8,500 revolutions per minute. But it's the 88 Newton meters torque curve that makes backroads beg. That growl, that's not factory. That's the sound of a machine unshackled, a bass line that turns petrol stations into concert halls. Stock exhaust weighed 12.3 kilograms, this titanium slash cut. 6.7 kilograms with 11% flow increase. Months of dirt, rain, and still no tantrums. Fuel injection tuned to 0.02 millimeters precision. 5-axis swing arm machining tolerances tighter than Swiss watches. While rivals visit workshops, the Voge does what it was born to do: out sinister bikes twice its price. Some call it underrated. We call it the truth with aftermarket echoes. Dry weight, 205 kilograms. Weighted carries, 0 excuses. The mountains exhale, and just like that, the road remembers how to be straight. Potes whispers from the valley below, all red roofs and cider fumes. Those teeth of limestone, the Picos de Europa don't hover. They loom, ancient, unimpressed, as if to say, enjoy your pavement, little rider. We'll still be here when it's gone. Speed drops on its own here. The town pulls you in not with signs, but with the weight of 1,000 pilgrim boots on these same cobbles. Hoax doesn't begin, it materializes. One moment, asphalt. The next, cobblestones worn smooth by 8 centuries of sandals, boots, and now, our tires. The Quiviesa River doesn't divide, it performs. On the left bank, smoked chorizo and rusted farm tools. On the right, espresso machines and 30 euros Picos guidebooks. Progress, they call it. That tower, the Infantado's last yawn. These walls saw Jews, Moors, and kings trade blood for gold. Today, they tolerate our selfies. Every saint in these stones whispers the same truth. You're just passing through. But the mountains, they're always watching. That white line ahead, not the road. The peaks. They don't rise, they float. Detached from the earth, like some god forgot to finish drawing them in. Alone at last, not loneliness. Solitude. The kind where the only voice is the wind combing through firs and the distant shriek of some unseen bird. The exhaust note doesn't echo here. It gets swallowed whole by the valley. "20 kilometers of pure between towns, between worries, between who you were and who these mountains might let you become." Even the asphalt remembers its place here. Cracked and humbled by winters that'd snap a city's spine, and yet, it holds, just like we do. Fuente Dé. impressive. One moment winding tarmac, the next this colossus of rock. This is where God left his tools. The chisels that carved continents lie abandoned in these cliffs. The cable cars? Mere insects crawling up the altar steps of a cathedral we weren't meant to enter. We park our machines like offerings. Remove helmets in silent surrender. Even the rebellious exhaust holds its breath here. This is no viewpoint. This is the edge of revelation. One cannot look upon Fuente Dé and believe in human importance. The limestone is too old, the void between peaks too vast. That faint echo? Not your engine, just the last prayer of some ancient shepherd, still bouncing between these walls.
Quanto tempo é que isto demora?
2 horas.
2 horas?
Será que eu estava a dizer?
Quantos vão em cada um?
São muitos. Vai
Hã?
uns 10. Uma fila do caralho, foda-se.
Andei num país numa praia lá abaixo. Andei num país numa praia lá abaixo. Se é outro, estás a dizer. Depois vens para baixo no bocadinho. Segura-te.
De picos, también conocido como macizo de los Urrieles. Viajaremos a una velocidad de 10 metros por segundo para salvar un desnivel de 750.
Estão aí na altura que tu estás.
Fazes com o casaco. Não espalhava muito.
Se fosse outro gajo abriu o airbag, chegava lá.
Watch the cables tremble. Those aren't steel ropes, they're the last fragile threads tethering heaven to earth. And when the wind moans through the gorge, that's not weather. That's the mountain reciting scripture.
Parece que estamos na lua. Aí vamos bater no muro. Aí, altamente. Aí, bem fixe, estás a ver? Muito louco. Olha, era gajo para fazer isso.
Estava ali gajo a seguir a pé.
Estava.
Ainda não temos autorização para subir.
O aeroporto.
Não, isto é legal.
Caralho, isto é meu. Isto.
Toma! Tirou logo pra mano.
Foi muito coisa.
This is how God must see the world. Ridges like crumpled parchment, snowfields as erased mistakes, the wind not blowing through the valleys, but breathing them into existence. We came for adrenaline, we stay for absolution. These crystals melting, the closest thing to communion wafers. A sinner like me will ever taste. That silence isn't absence, it's the universe listening back. Every rock here remembers, the first dawn it witnessed. We're just scribbles, in the margin of geologic time. These rocks are not dead, they sleep, and in their dreams. They remember the hands that carved these slopes, before men dared name them. (1962), the year pencils met precipices. These charcoal lines, smudged by coffee and sweat, aren't just designs. They're tightrope stretched between madness and genius. No harnesses, no safety nets. Just men who trusted knots more than fate. The original cableway rose meter by meter, hand-winched by workers who balanced on cornices like rock climbers, but with 200-kilogram steel beams on their backs. These signatures, not engineers, barbers, farmers, war veterans, men who carved a vertical railroad into the sky because someone told them it was impossible. Fuente Dé, where the sacred Deva River is born. Its Celtic goddess name echoing through the stones. Its waters still divine after millennia. After meeting the gods, we continued north, where we found another landmark of this mountain range.
Conozco bien. El desfiladero más largo de España.
We timed this right. Sunset doesn't fall in this gorge. It bleeds. Molten gold smears the limestone, turns the river into a ribbon of fire. And for 10 stolen minutes, we ride through a dragon's vein. They're colossal bookends, squeezing the sky into a thin blue scar. The road, just an afterthought, pried loose by dynamite and prayers. Canyon of La Hermida, a 21-kilometer slit through the Earth's crust, where the Dava River writes like a trapped serpent, beneath 600-meter cliffs. La Hermida doesn't let go gently. It brands your retina with afterimages, the smell of wet schist, the sound of water hissing through rapids, the weight of all that suspended rock, pressing down on your throttle hand. The gods built walls here, not of stone, of shadow and sheer defiance. The Desfiladero de la Hermida.
Ja.
Pains doesn't end our day, it catches us. A town where time moves at the speed of grazing horses, where empty streets aren't loneliness, just the quiet confidence of those who've mastered the art of enough. The hotel light spills yellow onto cobbles. Inside, fish soup steaming like alpine rivers. Lamb chops charred at the edges. The kind of meal that tastes better when your shoulders ache and your friends are too tired to laugh, but do it anyway. No one asks about mileage today. No debates over routes or repairs. Just 4 chairs scuffed closer together. And the unspoken truth. We cross something more than mountains.
Ora bem, nós seguimos aqui, relaxados. Fizemos este troço até Riaño. Depois apanhamos aqui a Nacional 621 até Potes. Em Potes apanhamos aqui a CA 185 até Fuente Dé. Voltamos para trás. E depois seguimos aqui pelo Desfiladero da Hermida até Panos. Pronto, e foi este o percurso que nós fizemos.